Hi there everybody and welcome. It's Jackie here from stampingjack.com. It is Wednesday the 26th of May, so that means it is time for our weekly live crafting session. So let me just check my setup, make sure I'm coming through properly. Do leave me a comment when you arrive so I know that you're here. Let's see who's first in today. Okay. Oh good, I can see some views popping in, so just leave me a comment, say hello. I can say hello back. Hi Lynn, welcome, first in the door tonight, excellent, thank you for sharing. We'll just wait for a couple more to join. I've got a lot to talk to you about tonight, a lot, so buckle in, there's lots to go through. Hi Diane, welcome, good to see you. Right, so as I have the two of you here, how apt. Hi Sue, welcome. The first thing I want to share with you is I've been receiving some happy mail this week. So we've had our card swap theme this month is stripes. So I received this gorgeous card from Lynn. So thank you very much for this. I love the combination of the plain and the patterns to make your stripes. And I love what you've done with the butterflies here. I would never have thought to fold my full butterfly back like you've done. So that's a really cool tip that you've got there. So thank you very, very much for that. I've got my hair on it. I do apologise. And then I got this one from Diane. So this is a really cool take on the old stripes. So we've gone a bit abstract with it. And then just, I love that pop of colour with the red one. And this is a super sentiment. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? So thank you so much for that, Diane. That's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, my favourite colour scheme, black and white with a pop of colour. So super. But that wasn't all. I also got this one from Diane because it's my birthday this weekend. So thank you so much for that. And of course, this is the alcohol blending on vellum technique. This turned out super, Diane. It's absolutely beautiful, and especially I love the extra dots that you've done on there. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much. And then I also received another birthday card. So this is from Jules. So thank you very much, Jules. So this is using the gorgeous impressions in ink. I can never remember the name of the designer series paper, the paper that we all love and that I spent a whole Facebook Live playing with last week. And then we've got the stamps, and look at the leaves here. I think looks like Jules has cut it out of patterned paper. So absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much, ladies. I will post pictures of these in the VIP group when I get a chance. I see that some of the other swaps have started arriving, and I'm loving the stripes. Mine are in the post, so you should be getting them hopefully in the next little while. So fingers crossed. It's nice to have the swap up and running again. It's lovely to see all the inspiration. So first of all, I have to catch up on some housekeeping from last week, because last week I was supposed to give away some prizes and I forgot. So these are for the treasure hunt, or the various different scavenger hunt quizzes that we had on my Facebook page for the catalogue launch party. So the first one is for the treasure hunt, which was the third quiz. So Doreen, you've won that one, and you've got some petal pink rhinestone gems. So congratulations. For the flower shop, we've got Susan Freegrove. So Susan, you've won the black rhinestone jewels. And then for the Food Frenzy one, it's Sue Rowley. So congratulations, Sue. You've won the Gingham Gala adhesive backed sequins. So I shall pop all of these in the post in the next day or so, and you should be receiving them soon. The prizes from Bingo Night have been posted, so you should start receiving them soon. So I've been doing a lot of posting of happy mail over the last little while. It's been really quite nice. A couple of other things that I want to talk to you about. So the paper share, I've extended the deadline on that, but we have one more spot left on the paper share. So if you want that last spot, then just let me know. So this is where you pay £35 and you get a quarter of every single one of the new designer series papers in the annual catalogue, and postage is free, and you also get a quarter pack of the new in colour designer series paper. So if you want that, make sure to sign up. As I said, I've only got one spot left. Also for monthly stamp club, I've only got one spot left for this one. So again, I've extended the deadline for this. So this is where, this, as I said before, this is a fantastic way of kind of building your supplies a little bit over time rather than having a big blowout all in one go. Doing it that way also helps you to actually get at what you've bought, because sometimes if you buy a big load, it can be take a while to kind of get in and use it. Whereas if you buy it in small chunks, then you just use a little bit at a time. So how it works is that for a period of 6 months, you commit to spending at least £25 a month. You can spend more, obviously, but you spend £25 a month using a special host code that I give you. And each month, one of the 6 of you will be chosen to be the host. Now, when it's your turn to be the host in your month, you will get the host credits based on the total value of the order. So the value of the order will always be at least £150. So you'll always get at least £15 credit. But obviously, if the order goes above that, then you get 10% of whatever it is. If it goes above £200, you get 12%. So the bigger the value, the more you get to spend. So what you would probably do is, if you were planning a larger order, is that in your month you would put it through so you get more credit. The other thing is that members of the club also I will do a video tutorial for you each month. So that will be a technique or a fold or something. So it won't be product specific. And I'll only share that with you guys. So that'll be exclusive to you. So as I say, I've only got a single spot left on that. I've extended the deadline for that until the 31st of May. So you've got a little bit more time. The club will start in June, but we do need a minimum of, we do need 6 people to make it work. If we've got less than that, then we can't make it work. So do email me or send me a message if you'd like to join the stamp club. Also, this week I sent out an email to everybody talking about my £50 shopping spree that I'm giving away at the end of this month. So there's easy ways to get entries into that. So if you join the stamp club, you get 20 entries. If you sign up for the paper share, you get entries. If you sign up as a demonstrator, you get entries. If you place an order using this month's host code, you get entries. So there's lots of different ways to enter. If you've already signed up as a demo, signed up to the stamp club, placed an order, or signed up to the paper share, you're in. You're good. Okay. But if you do more than one thing, so for example, if you join the stamp club and sign up for the paper share, you get double the entries. So do make sure to do whatever you need to do, because as I say, I'll be giving away a £50 voucher shopping spree at the end of this month. So let's say you join the monthly stamp club and you won that £50 prize. That's your first order paid for and more, which is absolutely great. I think that's it. Yes, so over the last few weeks, we've been focusing on all the lovely stuff in the annual catalogue. But what we mustn't forget is that the mini catalogue is still going, but it is going to retire at the end of June. So everything in this catalogue, well, most things in this catalogue will be gone at the end of June. But from the 1st of June, which is next Tuesday, I think it is, we're doing a clearance on loads of stuff in this catalogue. So what I want to do tonight is I want to take you through this, because there's a couple of subtleties that I want you to be aware of, and also there's some huge discounts on some of this stuff. It's like 50% off. So again, if you join the monthly stamp club for your first order during June, then you would be able to get a whole lot more for your money than you would normally. Hi Sue, welcome. Hi Doreen, thanks for sharing. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to run through this to highlight to you where the big discounts are, to recommend to you what I think you should be getting if you haven't already got it. And then I've got some quick projects for you at the end. So there is some crafting, but I think you need to know this stuff, because obviously the sale starts on the 1st of June. I won't be going live again until next week, which is after that, and I don't want you guys to miss out, because some of these discounts, like I said, most of them are 50%, which is absolutely amazing. There's some great bargains. So if you have this catalogue, I suggest you go find it and grab yourself a pen, and you can note along with me, or like that you can watch it back on the replay and make a note. So if there's anything that you've got your eye on, but you haven't quite pulled the trigger on it yet, then you need to do it during June. Okay, so let's start with the kits. So what we've got here is we've got the Hello Dear Friend kit, which is retiring, so it's 50% off, so that's £15, just 15 for this completely self-contained kit. You get stamp set, card bases, embellishments, ink, block, everything you need to make these cards. So that's a really good deal. Similarly, the You're Amazing project kit is reduced to just 14. Now this doesn't include a stamp set, this is just the pieces. So this makes 16 cards, this makes 12. So that's just £14. This is a must-have. So this is the You're Amazing stamp set. So it's designed to go with that, but it can go with anything. So that's reduced, it's 25% off, and it's just £15. So if I show you the stamp set, I'm going to make a card with it later. But it's got some really lovely big greetings, lots of different. So congratulations, thank you, happy birthday, that's great for birthdays, or congrats, you're amazing. So a fantastic range of sentiments on there. So this is a great set to have. I definitely recommend that you get that for yourself. Okay. Next up is the Flowering Cactus. So the product medley is 50% off, £32.50. And the refill kit is 50% off, just £16.50. Next up now, there's a couple of things that I need to tell you about here. Hi Kathy, welcome. No worries, we just started going through what's going to be discounted in the Spring-Summer catalogue from the 1st of June. So always in my heart bundle, which is this stamp set and die. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. A bit clearer here. So this stamp set and this die, these are in the new annual catalogue, but they're not bundled. So if you want to, during June, you can still get this at your 10% discount. After that, you have to purchase them separately. The Forever and Always bundle is retiring, so you can't get that again. The foil sheets is 20% off, just £7.40. The treat boxes are 50% off, £4.13. The ribbons retiring, the charms are retiring. The matte black dots are staying, which is great. The Love You Always speciality paper is 50% off, so that's just £7. A lot of the papers in here are 50% off, so these are going to go fast, I suspect, once the 1st of June hits. That's why I want to tell you guys about this before it happens, so you don't miss out. So the True Love Designer Series paper is reduced, it's 50% off. Okay, so as I say, now this the dies here are retiring, they're 50% off, just £15.50. And the stamp set is retiring, so that's 50% off, just £8.50. So again, great value, lovely big sentiments, and you've got the words as well. I think some of you have this one already, I've seen cards. The Kiss Punch is retiring, 50% off, that's just £8.50. So that's a good one to get. It's got the lips and a little heart on it, which is cool. And the Hearts and Kisses stamp set is retiring, 25% off. That's just £13.50. So the Lots of Hearts stamp set and dies are retiring. So this is one where I think you should definitely get these. So the dies are 50% off and the stamp set is 50% off. And I'm going to be making a project with this later. But here's just, you'll see some of these, here's some cards that I've made using this one. So that's from a different stamp set. See this, the note, that, and the sentiment. So this is just it in yellow and grey. So the sale starts on the 1st of June, Kathy. So I would recommend you at least get this stamp set because I love these hearts. They're absolutely gorgeous. And again, some lovely little sentiments. And the dies are gorgeous too, but absolutely get the stamp set. Okay, as I said, we'll be making a project with that later. The Valentine Keepsake is retiring, 50% off, £8.50. The Cards and More retiring, 35% off, £6.01, very precise. So the Kangaroo dies are 50% off, £11.50, and the stamp set is not discounted, but it is retiring. Okay. Next up is the Hydrangea Hill. So the bundle here, Okay, the bundle is retiring, but the stamp set and dies are in the new catalogue. You'll have seen them. So if you haven't got this and you wanted to get it, you need to get it by the end of June so that you can get your 10% discount. Okay. The acetate is still there, the gorgeous grape. So the other thing that's retiring is the designer series paper is 50% off. So that's just £5.38 for that paper pack, which is great value. The wrapped bouquet is 25% off, £15. And the flowers dies is 50% off, £14.50. So again, don't buy the bundle, buy the 2 items separately. So what you want to do is, instead of putting this number in here, the number for the bundle, you want to put the 2 separate numbers in here so that you get the maximum discount on those. Springtime Joy is retiring, Gift of Hope is retiring. The quite curvy stamp set is retiring, 50% off. So that's just £8 for that stamp set. And then you've got the coordinating dies, also 50% off, just £13.50. Next up is the Garden Wishes bundle. The dies and the stamp set, again, they're in the new catalogue, but to get the discount, you need to get it before the end of June. The same with the Dragonfly Garden. The Dragonfly Garden is a bundle in the new catalogue. It's the Garden Wishes. The laser cut paper is 50% off, £5.38. The Memories and More card pack is 50% off, £4.63, and the same for the cards and envelopes. The Ladybug trinkets are 50% off, so just £3.50 for those, which is cool. The Mossy Meadow braided linen trim, 50% off, again just £3.25. And the Dandy Garden paper, again half price, £5.38. So that's great value for 48 sheets. It's great value for that. So these are both in the annual catalogue, but they're not. But let me just double check that, because I think one of them is a bundle and the other one isn't. So just let me, don't want to mislead you, because there are a few bundles. Yeah, so this one is still a bundle in the new catalogue, so there's no problem with that. It's this one that's not a bundle in the catalogue. Okay. Next, Happy Thoughts, 50% off, just £10. This is a great all-round sort of sentiment stamp set. Great value at just a tenner, so really nice, that one. Brushed Blooms, just £10, and the dies are just £16. The Borders to Backgrounds, half price, £7.50. So you can see there's lots and lots and lots of this stuff is half price. Now this one is another one of my, you must get this before it goes. The stamp set is 50% off, it's just £7.50. I love this, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then the coordinating dies are also half price, just £15. So even if you don't get the dies, the stamp set is beautiful, and we're going to be making a project with that later. And I love the big happy with then just the bits that you can add to it, which I think is really great. Beautiful, beautiful set there. So Fine Art Floral, this is in the new catalogue, but again, it's not bundled. So if you haven't already got this, get it now before the end of June so you can get your 10% discount. The Speciality Acetate is 35% off, so it's £5.36. Let me see what else is going. And then the Designer Series paper, this is beautiful. It looks like oil painting. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's half price at just £5.30. So definitely stock up on that paper. It's absolutely beautiful. So as I say, these will stay, which I'm really, really happy about. This was my number one choice, my top pick in the catalogue when it came out. So I'm really pleased they're staying. So the Messages die and stamp set, they're staying, but they won't be bundled in the new catalogue. And as you know, there's also another stamp set, a new stamp set that coordinates with the message die. Oh, somebody's got a sad face. What are you sad to see go? I have to say, most of what I really, really like in here is actually sticking around, except for the Pretty Perennials and I suppose the ones I'm going to tell you about are the ones that I'm sad are going. So then we've got Tranquil Thoughts, I'm just going to make some room here, is retiring. The dies are discounted, 50% off, just £17. This one, so the bundle is retiring. The stamp set is retiring, but the punch is staying. Okay. Circle Celebration is going. I like this stamp set. I haven't played with it as much as I would have liked, but I think it's beautiful. And again, you can't. This is just one of those you can just pull out at various occasions and just make some fun cards. Now this one, the Simply Succulents, I have a feeling it's still a bundle. So let me just check. Don't want to guide you wrong. No, so yeah, these are both in the new catalogue, but they're not as a bundle. So if you like these, and I love this die, again, I haven't got round to getting it, but I do like it. So I might be tempted by this one. I might get the bundle. But again, so if you want your discount, do so before the 1st of June. So for the Sand and Sea, again, the stamp set and dies are staying, but they won't be bundled anymore. The Seaside Shells embellishments are retiring, and the Designer Series paper is retiring. That's 50% off. Okay. So the Flamingos, the stamp set is 25% off, and that's just £12, and the dies are also half price, £11.50. Can you see how much of this stuff is half price? It's just amazing. I don't think I've seen such deep discounts on anything before. So now the Sweet Strawberry, again, let me just double check, because that is no, so that bundle stays, so that's fine. There's no rush on that one. That's around for another while. This is another one that I kind of had my eye on, but wasn't sure because I'd gotten the Perennials one. So the stamp set is retiring, and the dies, the stamp set and the dies are staying, but the bundle discount is going away. All right, so I might have to bite the bullet on that one so that I get the 10% discount on it. Shark stamp set is going away. The dies are 20% off, just £18.40. Old Snap is half price, just £10. Ice Cream Corner, again, this stamp set and punch, which are a lot of fun, and I've got some fun projects planned for you on those. I just haven't got around to it yet. There will be in the new catalogue. They're just, the bundle will be gone away. The Sprinkles are going away. They're 40% off, just £3.30. So they're definitely worth getting your hands on, because these are really, really cute. I'm just going to show them to you. So they remind me of teeny tiny sweets, but they're gorgeous little colours. Great for shaker cards, but also great for just popping on your card instead of gems. So at £3.30, I would definitely pick up a pack of those. Hey Girlfriend is going. The Prettiest Birthday stamp set is 50% off, £10.50, and the Pretty Birthday dies again, half price, £15.50. Birthday Chick is staying. Woodland Wonder is going, 50% off, just £8. Snailed It. So the stamp set is 25% off, £13.50, and the dies are retiring, but they're not discounted. The Twine combo pack is retiring, and I would get my hands on this if I was you, because I like the colours here. The Resin Hearts are 50% off at £3.25. The Designer Series paper is not discounted, but it is retiring. That one's staying. So the Delicate Petals stamp set, 50% off, just £8. And the Lacy Petals dies, again, half price, just £15. So they've got some cool little projects with that one there. Welcoming Window, again, that's another bundle. Let me just, they've thrown a few in there just to confuse us. So yeah, so the Welcoming Window, the bundle stays in the new catalogue, so that's cool. Enjoy the Moment carries over. So Wonderful Is You is 25% off, just £14.25. Here I think is a great deal on this one. So you've got the Floating and Fluttering stamp set, 50% off, just £8. And then the coordinating dies is reduced to just £16.50. So this is sort of like a scaled down version of the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and dies that are in the new catalogue. So this is a much more cost effective way of kind of getting the same effect. Because you've got the two-step stamping, you've got the dies that cut out the whole thing, and you've also got a label here. So that's definitely one I would recommend. If you like butterflies, this is a really good option for you. Here's another one that I'm really sad is going away, because I absolutely loved this stamp set and dies, and again just didn't get a chance to play with it. The stamp set is 25% off and the dies are 50% off. So the stamp set is beautiful. I really, really like it. But I love the dies, and the dies, whilst they coordinate with the stamp set, they work completely on their own. So if you had to choose, I would say get the dies. Now I'm going to show you some cards that I've made with this. So I love the sentiment on here. So this was when I actually did my launch party. So we just made some sort of simple and then stepped up cards. So this is really just using the stamping, and then we have the dies that cut out the images, and then here's that beautiful, this is the circle here. So let me show you. So you've got the circle, you've got the oval, and you've got this rectangle. So you can see how big they are. So they're fantastic focal points for your cards. And I think they'd also make great, you could sponge on them, you could use them like a stencil. I had so many ideas for this, and then life got in the way and I just didn't get around to playing with it. So I would definitely recommend that you get these two. Absolutely, without question. The back-to-back blooms is 50% off, that's £9.50. Baby pool toys, 25% off, $14.25. Then the oval occasions, so the punch is staying in the new catalogue, but the stamp set is retiring, and that's 25% off, just £13.50. Okay, now here's one, absolutely, this is going to be in the new catalogue, but it won't be bundled, so you need to get hold of this. I talked about this last week, and I'll probably play with this next week, but this is a fantastic stamp and die set, absolutely gorgeous. You need to get your hands on this. You also need to get the hands on the twine. Again, the grey and the Night of Navy are just great colours from mail cards. And the other thing is, look, the designer series paper is 50% off, just £5.38. So you definitely need to be getting yourself a pack or 10 of this paper, because this is just brilliant for mail cards. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful stripes and checks and dots and all the rest of it. Really, really gorgeous. So it's kind of designed to sort of create the suit looks or for ties and things, but you can use it for anything. So absolutely everything on this page, make sure that you get your hands on it before it's gone. Okay, as I say, the stamp set and dies will be in the new catalogue, but they won't be bundled, so you'll pay 10% more for them. I suspect this paper will go like that on the 1st of June. I don't expect that to stick around. So Ride the Range is retiring. The dies are 50% off, £13.50. A Cut Above is retiring. I think we're near the end now. Soar Confidently, 20% off, £14.40. And Treasures of Life, 20% off, £16.80. Hot Dog is retiring, 50% off, just £8. So look, if you're a dog lover, this is just so cute. It's such a fantastic set. Absolutely get your hands on this. The Stitched with Whimsy dies are staying, which I'm really pleased about. Okay, so that is it. Whistle stop, I know. If you haven't been able to keep up, you can watch it on the replay and just do it in slow time. The other thing, obviously, with every catalogue is that the host set that's in there is retiring. So that won't be available after the 30th of June. Whew, so there we go. So I will, over the next few days, but ahead of the 1st of June, I'll put up on my blog the list of what's retired and the retiring price. But like I say, if you're intending to purchase anything from this catalogue, make sure to check the list first. If there's anything in here that you fancy, make sure to get it make sure to get it, as I say, the 1st of June, if you want any of the papers or anything, because they're likely to go. As I say, the stamp sets and dies tend to stick around for a while. Not all of them, some of them do go really quick, but the papers do tend to go really, really quickly. So I would definitely recommend you get your hands on the well-suited paper and the art gallery paper, because those two, I know that they're not going to stick around. They're going to be so popular, people are going to be stocking up on those, you can be sure. Okay, right, so take a breath. Good, we have time for some cards, because I didn't want to be just showing you stuff from the catalogue. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think you need to, what your top favourites are in terms of what you want to get from the catalogue before it's gone. So let's see, where should we start? Just grab our bits. Okay, so let's start with the You Are Amazing stamp set. So here's a card I made with it ages ago. Super, super simple. And that's what I mean when I say, when you've got a really big sentiment like that, that's all you need on your card a lot of the time, because it just does all the work for you. Just put a bit of patterned paper at the back and boom, away we go. So that's using this sentiment here. So this one I've got for you is a bit of a fun fold. So I like square cards, but I don't like making square cards, because it kind of not quite wastes my cardstock, but I have to cut my cardstock awkwardly. So this is a really cute little fold and a cute way of getting a square card front without actually having to cut a square card. So I'll show you how to do that. So Kathy says the Flamingo bundle, You Are Amazing, and Inspired Thoughts. Yeah, I agree with you there. So what I'm using is, this is the paper from the new catalogue. So this is the here. So this is the Pattern Party paper pack. So this is 48 sheets of all these gorgeous coloured designs on one side and black and white on the other. Really, really beautiful. It's the first time we've had a paper pack as a host reward, so that's really, really cool. So again, if you're in the stamp club and it's your month, then you can get your hands on this fantastic this pack when you earn your rewards. You can only buy these products with host stamping rewards, host credits, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you can't just purchase that stuff. So yes, Sally, it's easy to miss, but it is an amazing paper pack. And like I say, it's 48 12 by 12 sheets. It's unbelievable. So we're going to use the speech bubble. And I'm going to use Hip Hip Hooray. Got fun. I'm going to use the stars. And we're going to use the 3 cheers for you. So I'm just going to show you here. What I did with mine is, this is a single set or single stamp. Okay. But I just cut it in half because I thought it just seemed a lot, I preferred it with just to be separated, because I think it gives you a bit more flexibility, and this is a perfect example of why. Okay, so to explain to you what I've done here, I've just taken a piece of A4 cardstock, cut it in half as I normally do. Okay, so I've cut it the long way and then I've just folded it in half. And then my end here is 10.5 centimeters. So I've measured in 10.5 centimeters to create a square and then just scored it. Okay, so we've created this fold like this. And then I've got a strip of this patterned parties. This is the black and white side. And then I've cut a square of black and a square of white. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. Now, I was very naughty earlier on in the week and I left my glue open, so I think that might be the one. It might be a bit blocked up. I might need to do a bit of repair work on it. I think this one's the same, so just bear with me 1 second. That's what happens when you don't clean up after yourself straight away. There we go. That should do the trick. There we go. I'm just always a bit nervous when it gets like this because I don't want a big glob of it just coming out on my piece. Hang on 1 second. There. That's what I was afraid of. So that's gone over here rather than onto my piece of paper, which is good. So see, we're good now. Okay. Put that on there. Okay, and then we're going to do our stamping. So we're going to use our fresh freesia and we're going to use black. We're just going to keep it really, really simple. Okay, and then I think we might use some saffron, if I can find it. Alrighty, so let's I'm going to ink this up in fresh freesia. Okay, and then we're going to take the Hip Hip Hooray and ink that in black. And then just stamp over the top like that. And then I'm going to take these little stars. And I've got a bit of ink on there, so let me just... I hope this is not a taste of what tonight's crafting is going to be like. That would not be good. There we go. So let's make sure that I don't have any on my fingers. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of stamping off because I want this to be really, really subtle. Okay, so there we go. Right, let's glue that down to our black piece. Right, and then I'm going to stamp in black on the inside. 3 cheers for you. Yeah. Okay, and now I've got some black baker's twine. So I'm just going to wrap that around this bit. Ooh, I seem to have an extra piece, but that suits me. Here we are. Okay, now that that's on there, I'm going to put some glue on the back here. Okay, and then stick this down. Put some glue on here, so put some scratch paper down. Okay, so that now our card opens. Just give it a good rub. So now when our card opens, it opens like so. And then we can pop this on. So I think this is a great one. Really lends itself to sort of those tricky masculine cards or sort of kids or teenage cards, which is cool. Let's trim that down a little, and then let's grab some of our matte black dots. Just add a few. I've gotten some glue on the back of this card, but I can use my glue eraser to get it off later. So let's just pop on there. So there we go. Hip hip hooray. 3 cheers for you. Cool. See, I've gotten glue on the back so I can fix that later. Alrighty, so that is the You Are Amazing stamp set. I love the kit that goes with it, but absolutely the stamp set is an absolute must-have. So I would add that to your list right now. This is a stamp, as I say, I think it's a stamp set that you'll find yourself pulling out a lot. Right, let's just put some of this away, and then we'll move on to our next card. Okay. Okay, so our next card, which one will I do next? Let's do the Pretty Perennials one next. Okay, so hi Mary, good to have you. So here's one that I made earlier. So this is one I made a long time, not a long time ago, but quite a while ago. And just as I say, it's just really bright and happy. I'm sure it works really well with subtle colours as well, but when I look at this, it just makes me want to do happy. I don't know why. So what I've got here is some polished pink. I've done all the cutting and everything ahead of time, been surprisingly organised. So again, we've got a 10-fold card just folded in half, and then we've got a piece of Whisper White, and then we have this piece, which is, you see, this is what we used on the last card. But this is the other side of it, which is Pool Party. So we're going to use that, okay, and we're going to do a bit of heat embossing. So let me just grab my embossing stuff. Okay, so as always, okay, I'm just going to, maybe if I get the stamp that I want. So I want, You Make Me. This is just a little scrap of black that I have. There we go. Okay. Pop this back in. Oh. I don't know where I got all this glue on here. I think I'm going to have to change my table covering. This could go horribly wrong, so bear with me. There we go. I got away with it, but I think this is the last for my table covering. Let me just change it for some more. Yeah, I don't have a wooden, well, it is a wood table, but I don't do it straight on my tabletop. This is just wallpaper. Let's warm our heat tool up. Whoop. Okay, so pop that to one side, and then we've got our, so I'm going to arrange these first, because that will determine where I'm going to do my stamping. So what I've done here is I've die cut. Now we could have stamped and die cut out, so can you see here, you can stamp the big images and these coordinate, but I've just kept it really simple and just die cut the bits or the base, and then I'm just going to layer these pieces on top. So I'm just going to grab some glue dots for these, pop them in the center, okay, and then I'm going to pop some more of my black dots on here and take the little ones. I'm so pleased that these are staying. What I used to do is I used to take my ordinary rhinestones and colour them with a black Sharpie, but I like the matte, it's nice. Okay, so I'm just going to make my arrangements like so. In fact, they need to go this way. And you'll see why in a moment. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp my happy here. Ooh. Okay, but I'm going to bring in my stamper artist for this. I want to make sure that I get it absolutely correct. Okay, so let's just move this. Now, I've managed to clack my magnets together, but it's all right. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to use my stays on. I want really, really black, jet black, in fact, which is what it's called. All right, and the reason I'm using the stamper artist is that if I don't get it quite right, I can go in again. Okay, so I've put my happy down where I want it to go. I'm going to pick it up, and then you can ink it up. Now you could also heat emboss this in black if you wanted. There we go, so you can see that needs to be done again. So I'm just going to make sure my piece goes back up again. This stays on, can be quite sticky. Good press. There we go. Okay, perfect. Let's cover this up. Alrighty. Take that one, fix that later. So now we can glue everything on. Okay, so when I was cutting this piece, I just measured it to cut it to be just wide enough to take the sentiment. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little bit of a border on the side, like so. Okay, and then we can glue this down. Okay. Go. So I am I'm just thinking now, I'm not going to pop these up because I want to put this over the top, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue And the reason I'm using glue is, as you'll see, I'm not pressing these down, I'm just placing them down, and the glue gives me a little bit of wiggle room so that I can move them around to where I want them to be. There we go. Okay, and then we've got the You Make Me. Let's pop there. So I'm going to grab my black dimensionals. I'm going to put I'm going to put 3 on the back here, which is more than I normally would, because this is going to be stuck down onto my embellishments rather than onto my card. So I want to make sure that it's nicely, properly adhered. Okay. There we go. And then, just to finish it off, I'm going to take a large image. And I'm going to just stamp that on the inside. So I'm just using a polished pink, which is the same colour. And I'm going to add a little centre to it, using my stays on. Go. So that's our inside, and there we have it. So again, as I say, this stamp set in particular, I think, is just so versatile, and it's just beautiful flowers, and then the dies as well are gorgeous. So absolutely, this is one that I'm sorry I didn't get to play around with more. There you go. I just realised I've done pretty much the same colour scheme with both of them. There we are. Okay, so that's card number 2. And then for our final card, okay, we're going to use the Lots of Heart stamp set. Okay, and these are the, to show you the coordinating dies. So you can see you get a lot of dies in here. So you get the scalloped heart, and then you've got the layers, the layering hearts as well. And then that cuts out, you'll see what that does in a minute. And then you've got a floral heart shape, some other flowers, hearts, a border, a little bird, all sorts of stuff. And some of these cut out, see the little flower image here, cuts out, that cuts out those. So there's a lot more to it than just hearts. Oh, and you got the tiny little one that gets cut out by that one. But I've kind of gotten everything in this ready for you. So this is using another piece of paper from that Pattern Party paper pack. So you've got the gorgeous black stripe on one side, and I can't tell you how tempted I was just to use this one, but obviously this is heart themed. So we've got a base in Bermuda Bay, and then we've got a layer of Real Red, and then we've got a layer of Whisper White. So the Bermuda Bay and the Real Red are just picking up the colours that are in the piece of paper. And then what I've done is I have die cut some hearts. So I've used this die to cut the shape, and then this die doesn't cut out the shape, it just puts the hearts or the dots in the middle. Isn't that super? Love that. And then we've got some, we've got our black baker's twine again, which we're going to use. So first things first, let's just, I'm not going to stick everything down because I've got some stamping to do. So I'm just going to line this up, and then our hearts are going to come something like this. And then I'm just going to make a thank you card, because I always need thank you cards. Or shall I do just a little note? Maybe I'll do just a little note instead. Yep, that works. Okay, always changing my mind. Okay, so now I'm going to bring back in my stays on. I'm going to ink this up. See if I can get this straight. There we go. Okay, so now I can stick my paper down. Okay, and then with our baker's twine, just going to wrap this around. Haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to do a bow or not, but I'm definitely going to wrap it around a couple of times just to create a bit of a border. Okay, so let's trim that off. So what do you guys think? With a bow or without a bow? Whilst I figure this out. I'm thinking without. So I'll pop some dimensionals on the back of my hearts. So I'm going to use minis for this one. No bow, says Lynn. Any advances on no bow? Or are you ladies going to agree tonight? Very often. Sometimes you agree and then sometimes you surprise me and you all think completely different things. I can never quite predict what you ladies are going to go for. Keep me on my toes. Without. Yep, I think we are all in agreement on that one, ladies. So what I'm going to do then is just use some of my double-sided tape at the back to just stick down and secure the two ends. So let's first of all make sure that it's nice and tight. Yeah, unanimous tonight on that one. Well done, ladies. Okay. See if I can get it straight on this piece. There we are. I love it when we all agree. Not that I mind it when we disagree either. We always do it so nicely. In such a civilized way. I'm just going to glue this down. Oh, nearly put it on the inside. That would not have been good. Let's even try and get this straight, shall we? No, I'm not all that pleased with the placement of these, so I'm going to adjust them a little. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then just for a final touch, I'm going to take this. I love this spotted heart, and I'm going to stamp that in Bermuda Bay on the inside. Just to finish it off. There we go. It's quite subtle. I think I might need to re-ink my Bermuda Bay ink pad. So there we go, ladies. That is it for this evening in terms of projects. So let me, now I know where all my glue is coming from. I've been putting stuff down on this mat, which I put glue on earlier. So let's bring them in. So we've got card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So what is your favorite? So whilst you're telling me, let me just remind you. So the sale for the mini catalogue begins on the 1st of June, and everything in the mini, so the mini catalogue goes away on the 30th of June. So as I said, I will post the list in the next few days. So be ready on the 1st of June to get your stuff before it's gone or before it's sold out, because some of those discounts are really quite deep. Also, remember, we've got one more spot left on the paper share, and we've got one more spot left in the monthly stamp club. So as I remember, the papers that we've used tonight are all from that patterned party paper pack that you can only buy if your order goes above £150. So if you belong to the club, then when it's your month, you can order this fantastic paper pack. Or you could put in an order that is £150 or more, all for yourself, and keep all the host credits and buy that paper pack with your host funds. So let's have a look. Lynn says 3, 1, 2. Sue says 1, 2, 3. What else have we got? Diane says 2, 3, 1. Ooh, Kathy says 2. We've got quite a difference of opinion tonight. Quite a spread. So, there you go, ladies. I hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope you found the walkthrough and the catalogue useful. And don't forget, as I say, that I'll be giving away a £50 shopping spree at the end of this month. And the way to enter into that is to place an order, sign up as a demonstrator, sign up to the stamp club, or sign up to the paper share. So you got to do any one of those things. If you've already done any of those things, thank you very much, and you are in the draw. So thank you again, ladies, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.